Hey guys, welcome back to Skyrim, and in this part we are going to do Mallus' job of putting Hunting Brew Meadery out of production because Maven black-briar basically wants to put it back out of business so she can take over it. A couple of things. One, this is a video done on my new computer, as you've probably guessed from the previous testing video. Two, overlay is fixed, but I'm having bugs with it. It doesn't work in Skyrim for some weird reason. It seems to work fine in Fallout 4. But not in Skyrim. I don't know why. In fact, Fallout 4 is the only game I can get it working in. The rest of the games just, it doesn't load even though it's set to on, and I don't know why. What else? And this is also done on my new recording drive. I got it in at the time of doing this recording, and it's working fine. I'm getting a fairly good stable frame rate. Let's continue. So as a result of the fact that this is a re-record, I'm going to try and keep it as if I was doing it as a first time recording, so I'll try not to rush too much. In terms of the point that I need to get up to, I know where I have to get up to, so that's a bonus. And another thing that's changed on this computer, I think it's something that's always happened, I've just never noticed it, but with Shallow Play it's not recording it into separate files like it was doing on my previous computer. What would happen is it would split it every 3.8 gigabytes. I spoke to someone on Skype about that, and it's probably just the formatting of the hard drive that it's set it that way. Probably done it as FAT32 or something stupid, and it was always splitting over 4 gigabytes like that. Now it's just recorded as one big file, which means I won't have the problem which I used to have, whereby at the end of each segment there would be like an audio stop for like a millisecond. You would notice it on some of my previous videos where the audio would just kind of mess up or something, it would just stop and then start again very rapidly at certain points. I don't have that problem anymore because it's recorded as one big file. So profit. Yeah, it's because I'm using GPT as the you know, like you have your MBR, your master boot records, and then another format. On Windows 10 it obviously uses GPT rather than whatever the other format was. So yeah, anyway, enough of the technical shit that doesn't matter to you. Let's head to Hunting Brew Meadery. I should really have done the candlelight, shouldn't I? Before I did anything else.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
Oh yeah, so you do. You've got skeevers.
What are you gawking at?
Yeah, we already heard you say that.
Problems here?
What's wrong?
Are you kidding me? Look at this place.
It's a dump.
I'm supposed
Yes,
to be
we know
holding
that.
a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined.
Well, I'll help you. Don't worry about that.
Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting
Yes,
to
I
get
will
paid until
do it out of
the
the
job's
kindness
done.
of my heart. The persuasion option does work. I don't know what persuasion level or speech level you have to be at, but it does work. The only thing it does is gives you about 500 gold, and that's the only monetary reward you get out of this, plus the stuff you get in Sabjorn's office later. So I'll just try it anyway. Sabjorn, this is the only way I operate.
Well, that's not how I operate.
Sad face.
So forget
The
it.
thing I like about Fallout 4 is it actually gives you a visual indicator that the persuasion attempt failed rather than just giving you a cryptic clue. Just pay me when the bloody job's done. I'm not sure if persuade is the one. Let me try intimidate.
Okay.
Oh, I guess my switchcraft
No
up to
need make rash
36.
decisions. Here's
Oh no, it's intimidate that you
get
do
rest
to
when
get
job's
the
done.
half.
My only
Sorry, not
demand
the.
is that these vermin are permanently
It's not the
eliminated
persuasion. The
before my
persuasion, I don't know what it
reputation is
does.
completely destroyed.
But the intimidation gets you half. Sorry,
I bought some
that's my
poison.
mistake.
I was going to have my lazy, good-for-nothing assistant Mallus handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If
Yeah, he did
plant this
vanish.
in
He's
the
vanished so
vermin's
that I
nest,
can do the job
it
of
should stop them
pissing
from
you
ever
into
coming back.
a jail.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
There's the 500 gold.
Now I've got to clean up this mess.
And over this way. And down here. God, look at all this blood, man. Really? There's one thing I've noticed with this computer. Sometimes I will have stuck keys. Like sometimes they stay lit. Or like the caps lock key will keep staying lit, and I have to press the caps lock button quite a number of times until the light actually goes off. I'm not sure why that happens. It's kind of annoying. If anyone's got a fix for how to solve that, issue where the keys kind of get stuck in their lit position. It's a G910 or Iron Spark Logitech keyboard, if you didn't know. Shouldn't have worked that if it was on it, because it's on my specifications page. Leave a comment or send me a message on Discord, because I really need the tip. Oh, Venom Fang Skeevers are here as well. Oh, for God's sake, Lydia, do something if you're going to do something. What's with all these Venom Fang Skeevers? I'm now just completely stuck. I really can't do anything. Right, come on. Lydia, get out of the bloody way. Jesus. Do any of these things actually have anything useful on them? Probably not. Nope. Nothing useful to find here, I'm afraid. Oh, web sack. Just a skeever tail in it, how useless. God's sake, poison. This poison be killing me. Ah, my destruction's up to 64, nice. Let's see. Web sacks, more skeever fucking tails in them, that's what. Any of these spiders got anything on them at all? Nope! Nothing at all. How fucking useless. Look at skeleton hand, how nice. Watch the bear trap. Or two. And watch out for the spike ball. Just do a quick save here. And get on down here, basically. Gotta be careful here because there's a mage here who is kind of annoying. Oh, for God's sake, die, skeevers. Dear. Oh, Jesus. Hamlin. What the hell? Why are you shocking me? Oh, you must be using chain lightning. That's probably why. Right, okay, you're going down. I said you're going down. Ah, Dee's dying without even killing me. That's pretty good. That was actually easier than before, and for fuck's sake, what the hell are you doing? Can you seriously not kill Venom Fang Skeevers or something? I got, oh look, 6 gold. I really get excited about 6 gold. I love it. Oh my god, 6 gold is nothing at all. I mean, I've got 52,000 gold. Oh, come on, 6 gold is not going to do anything to me. Okay, poison the nest. Take the potions, read the book. For a completely useless sneak increase. 3 gold, that was a waste. God, these benefits are completely useless. And the things you get down here and this that 500 gold I showed you earlier basically amount to the only rewards you get in this quest. It's pretty useless, I know. That even wasn't worth cutting out, that loading screen. I mean, that was literally up for a second. I mean, come on, that's how fast my computer is. It can load certain things within like seconds. I mean, it doesn't take as long as it did on my previous computer. So, benefit. I might just stop cutting out loading screens entirely if they start taking for like no time at all to cut out. And now we must head back. By the way, I didn't actually mention, I've got my graphic settings of Skyrim maxed out completely. The only thing I don't have is obviously like E and B, but the view distances, the graphical quality is maxed out, and it really doesn't do much of a dent in my CPU or GPU temperatures at all. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, normally my idle temperatures on the CPU are about 20 degrees, 25 degrees, and I'm only getting about 40 degrees on 44% load. I mean, with my other computer it would be maxed out load, giving me about 65 degrees. So, I mean, obviously the temperature's only going up about 10-15 degrees, but God, the GPU is doing pretty well. I mean, the fans are spinning at very quick speed, so it's doing pretty well. Hey, Sabjorn.
Was something we discussed unclear?
The job's done. But there's
Well, it's
something
about
else at the same time.
I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Yes, I will wait. I'll just sit on this bar stool and watch this whole thing turn out. Oh, fair.
Well, Sabjorn, now that
Light
you've
this
taken
up.
care of your little pest problem,
I can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
Right in front of his eyes,
It's my
Jesus.
finest brew
He
yet.
could hear you, you know,
I
you
call it
stupid
Honey Brew
idiot.
Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored.
I'm sorry, but I've just pointed that. Dear me.
By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean.
Yeah, it was
I'll
clean
see-
until I came and
see
meddled
to
it
it
up.
that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
Yeah, of course.
I beg you, please.
Once it's been filthed
This is not
once,
what it
it's
seems.
always filthed. That's not even a word. Go look at me putting out my hand just like that. That's
you,
nice.
you're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you, you're coming with me to Dragon
Oh, he
Age.
could be any
See how
more
quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons.
smooth if he could
No.
try it.
Move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
For my
I said
GPU, like,
move.
I'm getting about 60
Farewell,
degrees at the moment,
Sabjorn.
which is only about 10, 15 above what it normally is on idle. And that's just about the same temperatures I'm getting in Fallout 4 with my previous computer's profile settings.
I don't think that could have gone any better.
Yeah, I need to see
Anything else you
Sabjorn's
need
books,
before you
mate.
head- So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help.
Cheers.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
Really? You're just a tool, mate. Anyway, his office is upstairs. Be careful, sometimes I have done this part of the quest and Mallus has got mad at me and started attacking me like an enemy. Don't ask why, but he sometimes does. I'm not sure what it is, but never mind. Anyway, gold and promissory note, we'll read that in a second. Oh, Maven black-briar's offer. Let's have a read. Sabjorn, this is my third and final offer. I feel that I've been more than generous with the amounts I've stated to buy your meadery. There's no reason for competition to stifle both our businesses. Unified, we could make black-briar mead a household name and bury anyone else who tries to start a similar business in Skyrim. Ironic, much. If you wish to accept my offer, please come to Rift to stay at my manor as a guest. I think you'll find that being a part of the black-briar family would be both lucrative and life-saving. Signed, Maven. I think you'll find that that's rather ironic that she's stifling the competition herself. Because she's actually saying there's no reason for competition to stifle both of our businesses. Well, by her attempts to buy Honey Brew Meadery, which is the competition, she's actually doing what she's accusing Sabjorn of doing. Ugh. Some of these characters could do really weird things, I can tell you. But never mind. Anyway, lockpick this door. Coin purse. Decanter. And there is a a silver necklace somewhere around here. Just take it. You want a decanter to give to Delvin for the Thieves Guild stuff. Oh, hey Mallus.
Can't believe that worked.
Of course it's gonna work. Come on, it's a video game. Well, actually, if we immerse ourselves, everything works because it's Maven. The Thieves Guild always get their way. And look at that random chicken. I'm not gonna kill it though. Anyway, back to Riften we go, and specifically Maven black-briar. Oh, what a shame it's raining. That just reminds me of Fallout 4. I was wearing some power armor. Check my Fallout 4 let's play if you don't know what it is. so I kind of got into that by that time anyway. But in Fallout 4, like, the raindrops were so fucking realistic, and I didn't even have any mods to hack that kind of stuff. Like, what?
I trust you have good
Anyway, back to Skyrim. Yes, here's your information. Actually, wait, I didn't.
I believe we're done.
I didn't read the promissory note. Might as well do that now, because you'll lose it. Sabjorn, within the enclosed crate you'll find the final payment. As we discussed, Haunted Brewing Meter should now begin brewing meat at full production. In regards to your concerns about interference from Maven black-briar, I can assure you that I'll do everything in my power to keep her assets and her cronies at bay. This is the beginning of a long and successful future for both of us. Signed, non-existent person, i.e. symbol.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Seen the symbol before.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me.
Oh,
You
really?
should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I
Her
believe
payment
you'll
is
find
basically
this
a
more than
leveled
adequate for your
sword
services.
or dagger. An iron dagger of ice this time. Last time I got a steel sword of shocks. In fact, what kind of enchant is that? 15 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Rather useless. But never mind. Now I must find my way over to the Thieves Guild entrance.
Are you a sorcerer from the college?
Yep. I'm the the archmage. I saved the college in Winterhold as well. A long time ago. I mean, that was back in like what, part 20 or something? Jeez. And now I believe we have to go and find Brynjolf. Let's go and find him. I think he's back here. I'll show you these locked chests in a minute. Hey Brynjolf.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
Aye, but Maven benefits.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
Yep, the same symbol.
And this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
We could do something though.
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Is he about to blow his gasket or something? Anyway, let's start the next quest. Scoundrel's Folly. And I wonder what skill we're going to get a level up in. Oh, there's a training chest note. Restoration up to 66. The chests are for practice use only. Don't store them anything because they'll reset. Basically, that's just the game breaking the fourth wall. But let's just pick them anyway because there's some loot in them that regenerates every so often. Adept. There's one of every skill level, so don't worry. It's a good way of training, I can tell you. Oh, balls. Broke the pick. There we go. Up to 77. We might as well lockpick the master one. That just breaks my pick immediately. Okay, maybe this is not going to work. Ah, there we go. I'll take that. Sometimes you can do this and someone will get mad at you for lockpicking it. I'm not sure why, but I think that's just a glitch. Anyway, before we do anything else, I need to go speak to Delvin first because he wants my decanter. Because it's going to earn him a bit of money. Well, He's gonna earn me money, he's gonna lose money from getting a decanter. I think I might have to schedule the recording, it's not for 35 minutes, but for 30 minutes if I'm gonna keep all the loading screens in.
Looking for wood.
You want this decanter, don't you?
Well, I was looking for this little
No,
beauty.
you weren't.
If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise
No, it won't be worth the effort because they're part of every quest anyway. I think it's 800 gold he gives for this. Aye.
Could I give you a little tip? Take every job you can get, or else you'll end up a beggar.
I think you'll find out I've got 54,000 strings of cash. I'm not a beggar and I'll never will be. But thanks for the tip anyway. Now time to go and see Mercer Frey and find out how we can identify this foreigner sign. Got training areas for arrows everywhere. They've got one there and they've got one over there. Jeez. Oh hey Etienne.
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how
30
you saved
parts
my life
later,
from Calmon
essentially. I think it's like 40 parts or something. I think we saved him in like part 32, 33 or something. It's been the middle part of the LP. And there you go, there's Queen Bee statue and the Honeyblue decanter.
I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol.
Oh, that's a shame because the same market exists at Honeyblue Meadery.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven black-briar. Very clever.
Well, do you admire them then?
They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point.
Really?
Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
Well, how can we make them pay?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake.
Oh, really?
The parchment you recovered mentions a god.
How could he notice that that was a mistake?
Sources, that's an old alias
I suppose.
used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gulum-Ei. Bastard.
I like how he mumbles that at the end.
Gulum-Ei is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer.
Of course he can.
Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Aye. Now where might Brynjolf be? Oh, he could be
I
here.
can't believe Gulum-Ei's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim.
Really?
He's no mastermind.
Well, do you think he's going to give me any trouble then?
Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
Oh, that's a shame. How do I get him to talk?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only
So
way to
basically
get his
bribing
attention.
is the only thing that's going to work.
If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gulum-Ei, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
Well, he's going to live anyway,
I'm glad to
regardless.
see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story.
You can't kill
Just keep on
Gulum-Ei if
Gulum-Ei's
you want
tail,
to.
and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
It really doesn't affect anything at all. It'll just get people pissed off at you, I think.
Good luck in Solitude.
I,
Keep Gulum-Ei alive. But remind me,
of course, I will not kill him off because killing him off is really not going to work. When the High King dies, the Jarls of Skyrim convene a moot to elect a new High King. Why is there no High King at the moment then? Maybe it's because no one wants to be High King in Skyrim with all this feuding going on. Oh well. God, why is it wet everywhere? Jesus. Can we just clear this out? And then we're gonna come and get mad at me for shouting. The sun's just about to break through if I clear the sky like now. Ah, that's better. I like it when Solitude is in the sunshine because it actually makes it more smoother and silky. Especially with Dynavision, and it makes it look so nice. I mean, that just looks so good. You can see that so clearly and everything else is blurred out. And that's with just a scripted Dynavision. Anyway, in here to the Winking Skeever. I believe we'll find Gulum-Ei, or by his real alias, Gulum-Ei. Hey Gulum-Ei.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
Well, I'm hearing about Golden Glow Estate, nothing to do with the guild.
I don't deal in land or property.
Don't lie to
Now,
me,
if
you're a
looking for
pillock.
goods.
Lying to me
come
is a
to the right
stupid
person.
idea because I know that you are Gulum-Ei.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies.
How did he know about that just because I said Gulum-Ei? Is that is that how he operates for land or property? Anyway, you act as a broker for the new owner, so cough up.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Well,
I can't be
you did,
expected to
so
remember
just
every
listen.
deal I handle.
What would it take to identify that buyer?
Well, now that you mention it,
The
there is something I've
intimidate
been trying
and
to get my
persuade
hands
options
on.
don't work, don't
I
bother.
have a buyer looking
They-
for a
they
case
never
of
work, even if you had a
firebrand
speech skill of
wine. It
100
just
it
so
would never
happens
work.
to be a single
Because
case
it's set
of
so that you
Palace.
can't
Bring it to me,
do those
and
options
we'll
you have
talk
to
about
bribe.
Golden Glow
But you don't
Estate.
actually bribe in terms of giving him money, it's just you've got to force him into giving him money. Anyway, we're going to steal a case of firebrand wine. And we can find one of those at, I believe... Why is he dressed up like that? Anyway. We can find some firebrand wine at the Blue Palace, as he said. I have to say that because this is getting recorded as one big video, it'll be far easier to edit. Because then I won't have to worry about trying to avoid the sound cut thing.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Yeah, we know they've got curved swords, they're called scimitars. Anyway, the Blue Palace is here, and I believe you'll see all the way up there. Well, there's no one up there, but you can't see all the way down from here up to the other end.
There were wolves on the road up north.
We've almost said that there's wolves on the road up north. Why would this day be any different? And the firebrand wine can be found over here.
Imperials are good for business. Business is good for Skyrim.
Oh, really? Gotta make sure you are hidden when you do this, otherwise you will be caught. Useful bit of information, you probably already know this. If any Jarls get displaced during the Civil War aspect, not during the season unending stuff. Actually, hang on, if I've done season unending, let me just check. Don't think I have. Just want to be absolutely sure. No, so during either I think it's season unending or definitely the Civil War, but I'm pretty sure Halsap is in the season unending optional quest that can start. Displaced Jarls and Stewards and all that come down here. Why, I don't know, but I don't know why Solitude has to be the home for such displaced Jarls. Why don't they just go and live in their own house? Never mind, back to Gulum-Ei it is. Let's see.
The winking skeever's got warm beds and cold meat. Look like
I could definitely use a cold bed. Well, a warm bed, sorry. Cold bed would be off sleeping. So yeah, we need to go back to the Winking Skeever and talk to Gulum-Ei. And hopefully he will give up the information we're asking for. But knowing him, he won't because he's a slimy fucker. here we are. Here's your stupid firebrand wine. Take it.
I see you have the wine. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly
You're holding
can't
nothing.
use it, but I
That just looks so
suppose I need to pay
stupid.
something for the
He's holding
goods.
absolutely nothing at all. Trying to bribe me now, are you?
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a
Call it
woman
Soul
who
Gem and a
wanted
greater
me to
Soul
act
Gem and a
as
grand
the
Soul
broker
Gem, not too
for
bad.
something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing it? Most likely not.
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However,
Not
I
really.
did notice she was
But
quite
I'll just humor
angry,
you.
and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
No name.
In this business,
I'm
we
pretty
rarely
sure he's
deal in
withholding
names.
information.
Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're sort of lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Fine.
Glad you decided to check us out.
That was inappropriate at that distance, Sorex. Check us out. Really? You think so? Oh, just fuck no. Just Sorex, go and fuck yourself, really. I mean, that's just so ridiculous. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for this part because we're going on quite a bit. In the next part, we will trail Gulum-Ei and find out what he's really up to because he's lying, as you've already guessed. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, guys. Bye now.